Hello YouTube and welcome to my fourth tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you guys how to make a reflection of some kind of text thing or a picture or whatever, and how to do it the easy way. So the first thing you'll do is File, New, and well, just open a new picture. Standard values with me are always 1280 pixels wide, width on a height of 720 pixels, with background contents white and a color mode RGB. Then just click OK, and here we go. We have our file. We have to unlock the background layer by double clicking it and then just clicking OK, or by double clicking the no, you can rename it by double clicking the name and call it background layer. Okay, so now we just need to have something to reflect. I will show you two things. So first of all, we'll reflect on some simple, like an object or of some sort. So let me just find one real quick. I need to find a Photoshop logo. Okay. Yes. So this is easy. By the way, if this can help you guys, this is a PNG file, which means that the image that we have here is already cut out. So when you select the layer, click V or tap V on your on your keyboard, sorry. Then you can just move around the image without dragging along any unnecessary background layer. And there we go, we have it already. So this is our object. How to reflect it? So what I'm doing now, well, let me do it again, is rescaling it by using the free transform tool. So select the layer, Control T, and then you just shift it whatever you want it to be like. So let me make this pretty big just to make it clear to you guys how to do this. Okay, so now we have our picture. Then check mark it. Okay. Now we need to make a reflection of our original image. How to do that? Well, it's actually pretty simple. First, we make a copy of our original layer. So when you have your layer selected, just tap Control J, and there you have your copy. Then with your copy selected, tap Control T to select your transform tool. Turn it around to like this. Oh no, let's do it even easier. Just right click it and then flip vertical and flip horizontal. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Okay, wait, just I'm losing it. Control T, flip vertical, and there you have it. Then check mark it, and yeah. Okay, so this is our reflection. We already have our reflection. It's not actually that difficult, but as most people will see, it's like, yeah, well, it's just like two spheres that are standing right on top of each other. How can we make sure that it looks more realistic? Well, with a pretty simple method we can do that. So we select the copy and just decrease the opacity to about, well, let's say 32%. Yeah, and that already looks a hell of a lot more realistic. To make it even more realistic and make it like it's standing on, like it's really 3D, we can alter the perspective that you'll be looking at by selecting the copy. So it's this layer that we have selected, and then going to image, edit, then transform and perspective. Click on it, and then you can do all sorts of stuff with it. Oh, sorry, I'm just moving it. Yep. So in the upper wait a minute. Yep. Just drag it to the left corner, and then you'll see it coming up like this. Okay, so my opinion, that looks pretty neat, but it's still reflecting the entire image, when it would be more realistic that it would reflect most here and a bit less around there. So how to do that? Just mask it like this. With the mask selected, take your black as your foreground color. Select your brush with B. Then take a round or rounded soft brush. Can be a pretty big size. No, that's too big. Yeah, something like that. And lower the opacity to about, well, 42%. Doesn't really matter. And try to just tap it a little. Keep clicking until it looks realistically. Okay, so that's it for reflecting an object. For reflecting a text layer, it's a bit different. You have to rasterize it to be able to alter the perspective of your layer. So how to do that? First we need some text layer. So let me just put these two in a group with Control G. Yeah, and just deselect it. So uncheck it so that we can't see it anymore. So how to type text in Photoshop? Just tap T on your keyboard. So T, then you see your cursor changing into the text tool cursor. So then just click on somewhere in the text, and let's just say reflect. Okay, so that's our text, and Control T to change the size of it. Yeah, okay, something like that. Let's make it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. V to select your move tool if you want to move it anywhere. Let's just move it around here. Okay. So this is my text layer. Let me just make it a little bit more obvious that it's somewhat 3D, and so that would be possible that we have a reflection. So how do you do that? It's going to bevel and emboss, clicking on it, and then you'll see that it's already taking a 3D form. So you can alter it by I want to make it a pretty harsh and edgy kind of bevel. So I choose to for a chisel harsh technique. You can see the difference, and with a depth, something like that. Yeah, size. Make it. Oh, no. Make it something like that, and then soften. Okay. And here in the shading, the angle of light, if you check use global light, if you alter it, that's actually the direction where the light is coming from. So in this situation, when the reflection would be right here, if it would be shadow, the light would be right above it. So in this exercise, it doesn't really matter. So let's just take it like this. Looks pretty cool, and click OK. So the first step to make a reflection of your text file is actually exactly the same. You just copy your layer by selecting it and clicking or tapping Ctrl J. There you have it. Then select your copy and right click it. Oh, sorry. Ctrl T it. Then right click it and flip it vertical. Then select your V tool. Oh no, just click and drag it downwards. You can also hold shift to click and drag it in a straight line so that it won't so that it's exactly under your original layer. Okay, like that. Okay, then just check it. Okay, but then we have a little problem. So we want it to look more from a different perspective, just like we did with the Photoshop logo. But there's a problem. When you go to so when you select your copy, when you go to edit transform, you cannot check or click the perspective or distort tools. So that is because of the fact that these are still text layers. You can shift them into normal layers who are rasterized by selecting it, right clicking it, and then clicking on rasterize type. Just click it and there you have it. Now this this makes sure that you have a normal layer instead of a text layer, but it also implements that you will not be able to further type into these texts into these words anymore. So since we do not need that anymore, this is an ideal situation now. So select your reflect copy layer, then go to edit, transform, and now you see you can click on perspective, so do that and do the exact same thing as we did with the Photoshop logo. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So like okay, something like this. Oh shit. It's a bit sensitive. So yeah, we're really taking it to the edge right now. Then just check mark it and do the same thing as we did before. So reduce the opacity to make it more like a real reflection, and then select the copy, mask it, select your brush tool with B. The settings should be exactly the same, and oh shit, color it in a little. Okay, it's weird because I think there's something wrong because I used a bevel. That's altering the effect. So no worries, now it looks like we have a shadow and the light is right about there, which looks pretty cool anyway. So okay, I think you guys should understand it now, how it works. If you have any questions or remarks, just let me know them by commenting on the section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something out of it, and I thank you for watching.